All right, let's talk about something that is, let's be honest, one of the most frustrating parts of looking for a job. We're going to completely reframe how you think about your resume, and we'll get into why all that hard work you're putting into it might not be the magic key you think it is.
So, you've spent hours, maybe even days, crafting what you think is the perfect resume. You've tweaked every single bullet point, you've picked the perfect font, you've tailored it to the job description. You hit send, and nothing. Crickets. If that sounds painfully familiar, trust me, you are not alone. And we're about to dig into exactly why this keeps happening.
You see, the real problem here lies in what we call the great resume myth. It's this belief that a flawless resume is the final piece of the puzzle, right? The one thing that's going to directly get you that job offer. But as we're about to see, that's a huge misunderstanding of what a resume is actually supposed to do.
So, here's the reality check. We think the resume gets us the job, but its actual job is just to get us the interview. We think it closes the deal, when really it just opens the door. Your resume's entire purpose, its one and only goal, is to make a recruiter look at it and think, this person looks interesting, I'm going to talk to them. That's it. Think of it like a movie trailer, not the full movie. And this is the big question, isn't it? If the resume is just step one, then what on earth does the rest of the journey look like? Well, it means we have to stop pouring all our energy into this one document and start thinking about a complete strategy.
And that strategy is what our source material calls the conversion mindset. And I absolutely love this term. It completely shifts your perspective. You stop thinking about just applying and you start thinking about actively converting. It's all about realizing that getting a recruiter's attention is just a beginning, and you need a solid plan to guide them all the way to making you that offer.
This whole conversion mindset thing really breaks down into a simple three-part system. Yeah, it starts with that polished resume, but it absolutely does not end there. That resume has to work together with an aligned LinkedIn profile that tells the same great story, and both of those things are designed to lead you to the most crucial step of all, being totally ready for the interview. These aren't just separate tasks on a checklist, they're all part of one connected system. Okay, so let's look at how each piece does its job. The resume, that's the initial spark. It's what gets their attention. Then, your LinkedIn profile swoops in to reinforce everything, creating this consistent, compelling, professional brand. And finally, the interview. That's where you prove you can actually deliver on that brand promise. See how each step builds on the last one? It creates this incredible momentum that pushes you right toward the offer. And that brings us to the most crucial point. This quote from our source says it all, really. Your resume gets you shortlisted. Your skills get you the offer. Your resume gets you on that shortlist of people they actually want to talk to. But it is your ability to show your skills, to show you're a good fit, and to show your value during the interview that actually seals the deal.
The interview is the main event. It's showtime. It's that human-to-human connection where the real decision gets made. All that preparation, your resume, your LinkedIn profile, it all leads to this moment. This is your stage. It's your chance to shine, to ask really smart questions, and to show them that you are the solution to their problem.
And all of this builds up to a much bigger idea. When you adopt this conversion mindset, you stop seeing your job hunt as a series of one-off tasks, like fix my resume. Instead, you start to see it for what it is, a continuous process of learning, preparing, and presenting the absolute best version of yourself at every single stage.
And that brings us to our final thought for today. Your resume is just a snapshot in time, but your career, that's a dynamic journey of growth and experience. So stop defining your incredible potential by a single piece of paper and start focusing on the value you bring to the table in every single interaction. That is the real key.
Now, if you want to go deeper and really master this conversion mindset, the source material for today's explainer comes from the CX25WW Hiring Lab and Hiring Accelerator programs. Thanks so much for tuning in.